Thank you for joining Idaho News 6. I'm your Boise Bench neighborhood reporter, Jessica Davis, and we have a team full of neighborhood reporters bringing you the stories that matter. But first, we hear from residents on South Curtis Road who are fed up with unfinished construction. Now, we brought you this story on Good Morning Idaho on Friday morning, and since then, some of those construction materials have been cleaned up. Still, for months, that homeowner had to deal with what he describes as an eyesore.
I've probably had 15 people trip over that at night.
Ryan Monteleone lives on Curtis Road, right next to the future Joyful subdivision, but progress on the planned development has been slow.
I seen him working there, so I asked him, I said, when are you guys gonna finish? And he said, I have no idea.
He says construction started more than 2 years ago.
So they came to me in December and said, do you mind, it's gonna take us 2 weeks if we dig this out and redo it. I said, okay, no problem. A month later, they're nowhere to be found. And so I finally went and got rock and filled in my driveway so I could use my own driveways.
It's not just his driveway. He says crews also cut down his tree without notice and removed his mailbox. He's not the only neighbor being impacted.
And just stuff tore up and just all over the place. I mean, holes open. In fact, in front of my house, I had a ditch in front of my house about 4 feet deep and about 8 feet wide.
You don't have to look far to see their concern. Stakes in front of Ryan's yard and screws sticking straight up out of planks of wood.
And I don't know if that's the developer or it's the contractor. I don't know who's holding who up.
So we got some answers. I found public documents linked to the project on the City of Boise's online development tracker. It shows progress took so long, the new developer, Dean Briggs, had to resubmit the project's application. I also reached out to the contractor, Coliseum LLC. They said there's not much they can do until the developer finishes their part. So I got in touch with Briggs, but he declined to comment for the story.
I couldn't tell you about the laws or regulations, but just in my mind, it just seems wrong.
The latest concerns just this week when neighbors posted online about these irrigation boxes just feet away from the sidewalk, which I saw on Tuesday left completely exposed and uncovered. By Tuesday evening and Wednesday, a temporary fix with plywood and rocks to prevent neighborhood pets and kids from falling in.
So, yeah, this was just wide open. There's a 30-inch pipe in there.
If someone falls in there, what could happen?
They drown.
Even without a clear idea of when the project will come to an end, neighbors say it's already been 2 years too long.
No respect for any of the neighbors is what it is.
We're not quite understanding. We understand about progress, but this guy that bought this property, no, he's doing not the right thing.
As I mentioned, this story aired on Friday morning, and since then, Ryan Monteleone's front yard has been cleared of the wood, the screws, and some of those metal rods, and they've been moved to the Joyful subdivision just inches away from the sidewalk. Now, I've learned that the city of Boise is going to take a look at what's going on, and I will keep you updated with that progress. I'm your Boise Bench neighborhood reporter, Jessica Davis, reporting for Idaho News 6.